Thanks for joining us. This is TVC News at 10. Let's begin with conversations around the hike in telecommunications tariff. Now, the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress on Wednesday criticized the federal government and the telecommunications companies for increasing tariff by 50%, and that's amid rising cost of living in the country. Let's bring in a guest to talk more on this particular issue that's now a matter of controversy in the country, the increase in telecommunications tariff. Nuhu Toro, he's the Secretary General of the TUC. Good to have you join us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Good evening.
All right, so a lot of people who have supported this rise or the increase in tariff have talked about the sustainability of the telecommunications sector and that this increase is necessary just so that the sector can make the necessary investment. Why is the TUC opposed to it?
Well, I think you're getting it twisted. You reported that the NLC rejects it, but again, every right-thinking Nigeria will naturally reject it because the services that is currently rendered does not commensurate with what people are charged. You and I know that in Nigeria, most times you look for network and it's not there. I mean, what have they done? What have they put on the table? What can we celebrate to amount for a rise in tariff? I don't think this is ill time, and I don't think this is the right time for any tariff in Nigeria. They should provide service, quality service. I mean, if quality service is provided and there's any rise, people wouldn't complain. But you cannot surcharge people for services that is not guaranteed or services that quality is deficient. So until that is achieved, we strongly believe something needs to be done.
So this is an ongoing conversation, especially also in the same conversation with the electricity sector, where they will say, look, we need to make this increase just so that we can then give quality service. But Nigerians will say, no, give us quality service and then do the increase. And which should come first? Because they say they need the increase in tariff just so they can make that, help improve on the quality in service.
Well, I agree with you. It becomes now debatable which comes first, the hen or the egg. But what I think, in my opinion, is necessary is the fact that services, quality services, should be provided first. You don't expect Nigeria to fund your administrative expenditure at your own expense. So those organizations you've mentioned, the electricity organization and even the telecommunication organization, should endeavor to provide services first. It is when that quality services is provided that when you demand for an increase in their tariffs, people will be happy about it. Go around Nigeria today, in some places, there is still no steady electricity. The tariffs are high, the light is not guaranteed, and on the other hand, you are requesting that tariffs should be increased is really paradoxical.
And so what is the NLC, the organized labor in general, suggesting? And if that doesn't happen, what next?
Well, you see, if you are talking about the organized labor, it's a broader concept. But from the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, certainly this is a decision that the Secretary General cannot take alone, which suggests that an organ of the meeting will be properly constituted to take an immediate resolution on what to do. If the workers of Nigeria think it's okay, we should just let it slide, fine and good. But your guess will be as good as mine. I know that until quality services are provided, I mean, we cannot accept any rise, any increase in telecommunication tariffs at the moment.
We're following through with these developments. Other associations are also have an opinion on this as well. Thank you so much for your time, the Secretary General of the TUC, Nuhu Toro.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's turn to other stories. The wife of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu